Welcome to our music assembly for 2025. Science, maths, art and music have not always been separate subjects. During the Renaissance, these things were studied alongside each other, with the aim of a well-rounded education. In today's assembly, we are going to find out how music fits into the lives of some different members of staff at Hayes. I asked them a range of questions about what music means to them. Their answers might surprise you.
I'm going to talk about a song that I really like that people might not expect me to like, by an artist who you probably wouldn't expect me to like either. And that song is the original version, because he wrote it, of Could It Be Magic by Barry Manilow. I have no fear or shame whatsoever in saying a big part of me really loves Barry Manilow. My mum was a huge Manilow fan. I was kind of brought up listening to his music, and there's nothing I like more than a big Manilow piano ballad, particularly. They get me where it really, they give me the feels, they really do. And Could It Be Magic is a classic example of that. It was redone many years later by Take That as a big dance number, but for me it is a huge ballad. And I don't think anybody does big ballads better than Barry Manilow. I don't believe in guilty pleasures anymore. I did when I was about 15, 16, and I would probably never have imagined myself saying these words. But yeah, it's great music, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song.
So the song I'm choosing is Archangel by Burial. So that came out in 2007 when I was 18, and up until that point I'd enjoyed dance music, just going out with friends, and I tended to go to bands for depth or like emotional range of the music, people like Radiohead, and then Archangel came out and it just hit me like a ton of bricks, because you've got a bit of ambient atmospheric sounds for a few seconds, and then in smacks a garage beat, but it hadn't sounded like anything I'd heard before in that genre. It was like really earthy, wooden, loads of reverb on it, and it builds up into this dark atmospheric tune, with these synths wailing over the top, loads of artifacts. It sounds like it's being played off of vinyl. You've got snatches of rain, and it just blew my mind at the time that you could have electronic music with that level of emotional depth, and really just blew my mind open for the next few years in terms of what I was looking for in music. You've got these hugely distorted, pitch-shifted vocals, talking about belonging, and at the time no one knew who Burial was. It was only his label who were giving him his royalties. And it came out, he gives snatches of interviews, and he said how his music made him, what he wanted to represent, what he felt wandering around in headphones in the rain in South London, and it just felt like it connected really well. And so much of the musical choices and the nights out I've had and the friends I've made following that have been from that kind of epiphany, having listened to Burial's sound, and getting deeper into stuff from there.
And the song or the tune that I have chosen that reminds me of someone special is one of my best friends from Germany, would either be Insomnia by Faithless or Firestarter by The Prodigy. They both remind me of my friend and the amazing time that we had growing up together and literally dancing through the night into our adulthood, and a time full of fun, happiness, a sense of being carefree, and both of us having a sense of adventure and fearlessness and a zest for life.
starter, hunky litigator. I'm the fear addicted, danger illustrated. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
But I've chosen a piece of music that really changed how I saw myself. A few years ago, I was asked to play guitar in a musical called Jesus Christ Superstar here at Hayes. And I'd really never done anything like that before. I certainly had never played guitar in a musical before. I'd never played with an orchestra before. I'd never played with a conductor before. And I'd never played with a huge cast of, you know, really talented young people singing along to anything. So it was really, I was really out of my comfort zone with that piece of music. And the song that I've chosen comes from that. It's a song called The Temple, which is a massive number from towards the end of the first act. And the powerful thing about The Temple is it's a piece of music that goes through a lot of phases. It moves through different stages. You start off in the temple in Jerusalem, and people are buying things and selling things, and then Jesus turns up and he doesn't like what he sees in the temple, so he loses it. He starts throwing everything around, and then he has a moment of terrible doubt, and he wonders, you know, why he's doing this. He realizes that his time's coming to an end, and there's this moment of very, very quiet reflection. It's very moving, but then out of nowhere, all of these lepers start approaching him and asking him to heal them. And in the end, it's overwhelming. The music builds up and it gets really fast. It gets really loud. There's too many lepers. He ends up telling them to heal themselves. There's too many of you, he says. And it's a very, very powerful piece of music. It really rocks. It's great to play on the electric guitar. There's a massive key change in the middle of it. But really, overall, what I found powerful about that piece of music is that it showed me I could do something that I didn't think I could do originally. And that's why I chose The Temple.
A song that reminds me of somebody is Sade, Sweet as Taboo. That was one of the first songs that I kind of really started to resonate with. My dad being in the band as well, it was one of the songs that I started hearing around the house, and because of how it sounds, I just tie it back to him when he was rehearsing all the time at home. It was that particular song, and I was around music, but wasn't fully dabbling in, but then I started to hear songs like that, and it really changed my perspective and made me wanted to dive deeper into music. So yeah, the song that reminds me of someone is Sade, Sweet as Taboo, and that reminds me of my dad.
You give me the sweetest taboo. There's one here on you. Keep giving me the sweetest taboo. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. The biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just